it's your girl Carrie, and I'm super excited to be sharing today's video with you. Now, I think the title of my video, How to Look Expensive on a Budget, is not what I really want to convey or the message that I want to send, but I did tell you all that I would be sharing with you my tips and tricks on how I save money on my clothing. But what I really think I want to share with you is how to dress well on any budget. So whether you have a lot to spend or little to spend, I think that you can dress well, look classy, look refined, look elegant, because looking classy, elegant, or well-dressed does not require a lot of money. And I'm sure all of you have heard that term, money can't buy you class, elegance is learned. That is kind of the principle that I want to share. So in that, you may find that some of the looks that I share are expensive looking to what you consider to be expensive. And again, the term expensive is relative. So I just really want to focus on being a classy woman, an elegant woman, a refined woman, a well-dressed woman. And I'm going to give you different price points because in my previous video, I asked you all what would be an overall budget that you would like to see for me to do a head-to-toe look, and you left an array of price ranges in your comments. It started anywhere between $40 all the way up to $700. And again, budgets are relative depending on how much you have to spend. So what I'm going to do in this video is start with kind of like a standard middle of the road budget for a complete look. I'm going to share with you how to ramp it up if you have more funds, and then also how you can tone it down if you have less funds, but still end up with an overall comprehensive great look. Now, before I get into the looks and how to put together an outfit, I really want to share the principles that I use when I am putting an ensemble together or getting my look together, because I think the principles are more important than just actually showing you items and saying how much they cost, because everyone's style is different. The style that I'm going to share with you is my personal style. You may not have the same personal style that I have, or you may want to just take a couple of things that I incorporate into my style and make it your own. So the first thing that I want to share are the non-financial principles that will enhance and elevate your look. And what I mean by that is there are so many things that affect your overall look that really doesn't have anything to do with money itself or purchasing the clothing that you would wear on a particular day or for a particular occasion. For example, these non-financial items are in no particular order, but number one, your personal grooming and personal hygiene. Now, before you put any item of clothing on, you want to make sure that your entire body from head to toe is taken care of. For example, let's start with your head. You want to make sure that your hair is not greasy, it's not, flaky or have dandruff or, gel flakes or anything like that in it. You want to make sure you have a nice cut if you're wearing it, out, if you're wearing it up in a nice bun, but you want to make sure that your hair is in place and that you have a style that flatters you. The second thing, you want to make sure that your hands are properly groomed and manicured. Now, you don't necessarily have to go to a salon in order to achieve that look. Just make sure that you go ahead and just file your nails, clip your cuticles, and just keep them looking nice. You want to make sure that you do not bite your nails, because that is so unattractive to have raggedy cuticles, nails that are bit all the way down. Also, you want to make sure that your nails are clean. Now, I know a lot of women, or some women, like to wear their nails of a much longer length. I personally like to keep my nails on a shorter side. It's kind of like an active length. They're not, too short, but just enough to come over the rim, and I usually keep them in a neutral color. But if you're going to go for that much longer type of nail, You want to make sure when you turn your nail or your hands over and you look underneath your nails that they are clean and free of a bunch of, dirt and stuff that can get cluttered under there. You also want to make sure it's not all discolored, because as the nail bed grows out, whether you're using hair dye or things like that, that nail underneath there tends to get discolored. So you want to make sure it's not looking dingy and dirty underneath your nails. Also, if you opt for a much longer nail and you're using like acrylics or something like that to keep them, long and strong, when you look under, make sure that your actual nail matches up to the acrylic nail. It does not look very becoming when your nail is growing out to here, but you see your actual nail stopped somewhere, halfway between that and the actual long nail. You want to just make sure that everything is consistent and put together. Everyone has a personal preference on what length, what shape, what style of nail that they would like to have. And again, the way you showcase your hands does say a lot about you, and whether it's just perceived, whether it's just a stereotype. So that is enough about hands. I can go on for days talking about hands, nails, nail styles, nail types, what your hands say about you, but that could be a whole separate video. Your feet. If you're going to have your feet out, toes out, if you're going to be wearing open-toe shoes or sling-back type of shoes, you want to make sure that your feet, your heels are not crusty, they're well moisturized and lotioned. You want to make sure that your toes are manicured. And again, you don't have to go to a salon to achieve this look. You could just put a coat of polish on them. If you don't wear polish, and this also goes for your hands as well, you don't have to wear nail polish, but just make sure that everything is, filed, trimmed up, and buffed to a nice shine. Now that brings me to the next point. Spending a lot of money on something does not necessarily make it classy. You can spend a lot of money on something and it can still end up looking gaudy, trashy, or something in that realm. For example, since we talked about nails, I'll just use nails as an example. I have, like I said, a very neutral, rather on the short length type of nail. Universally, now some people might say, oh, Carrie, your nails are so boring. You don't have, fun with your nails. They don't say, that you're a fun person or something like that. But universally, a shorter length that's a neutral shade would be considered classy or classic. And you can take some nails that look like, works of art, people that have all kinds of sculptures on their nails, all different types of designs. The nail length is kind of way out to here. Now, if they go to a salon, they're spending a ton more in salon visits than I would when I go to get my nails done. And it's not necessarily because, ooh, those nails are expensive. Ooh, those nails, look super duper classy. According to popular opinion. They're simply more expensive because it's more laborious. It takes more labor and materials to produce that effect on your nails. So when an item, in this case we're talking about nails, requires more material and more time in order to get a finished product, it's going to cost more overall. Short and classy, inexpensive. The more elaborate you go, the more expensive it is. And on that same note, sometimes you guys will see me with a French manicure, sometimes you will just see me with a solid color. It costs more for me to get the French manicure than it does the solid color. Hence, the French manicure takes more time than just putting one single color on my nails. So don't mistake paying more for something makes it look classier or more refined. Another thing you want to keep in mind, another principle you want to keep in mind when you're trying to look well dressed, well put together, classy or elegant, is going natural as possible. And I mean natural in all aspects. Natural in the way that you fix your makeup or your hair. Also, with the items of clothing that you're going to wear or select, you want to kind of go natural as possible. You want to use natural fibers, natural skins, natural. And you guys have heard me preach about natural all the time, whether I'm speaking of clothing or home decor. You want to look as natural as possible. Now, the next thing you want to consider when you're looking at well-dressed women is your undergarments. Your foundation is key. So you want to make sure that you have the proper bra. And in my case, one of my problem areas is my chest. I have very large mom boobs. And what I mean by mom boobs is that if I took my bra off, my breast would be down here. You see, down here to my waistline. So you want to make sure that you get the proper bras that will lift you up and hold you up in place. Proper, Spanx or girdles or whatever shapewear that you're going to put underneath your clothing so that your clothing can hang and look fabulous on your body. Another thing when you're considering dressing well, you want to dress for your body type and not necessarily the trends. The trends that are out there are not necessarily made for every single body type. So you want to understand your body type, emphasize your, strengths, and kind of conceal your flaws. And so in my case, again, I have huge mom boobs, so I have to make sure I take into consideration the types of clothing that I put on when I'm shopping. So for example, this shirt here is really great because it doesn't have buttons. I have a huge problem with buttons because when I try to button a button-down shirt, I always get that gap here in between my breasts, so it's very hard. So it's nice when I can have a shirt that can just kind of drape over my bosom. I also have a problem area. Let me move the camera down so you can see. I also have a huge midsection. My shape, my body type is called an apple, and that's when your stomach area is the largest, widest part on your body. So I have a huge stomach, and I have to make sure I can conceal that. So having a shirt on like this that kind of skims the body, you really can't see my stomach area. And also I have problems when I'm wearing or trying to find jeans. As you can see here, I typically have to buy, skinny jeans or jeans that have a lot of elasticity in them, because since my stomach is so large, I have to find a pair of pants that would go around the circumference of my stomach, but then I run the risk of all this bagginess in here because I don't have enough hips and behind to fill out the area down here. So I usually have a real baggy space here, but then the stomach area is very tight. I have to take those problem areas into consideration when purchasing clothes for my body type. So I really kind of tend to shy away from any thing that's trending as opposed to something that's going to be long lasting or something that fits my body type, because I know it's always going to look good on my body. So I don't worry about what's trending. I'm worrying about what fits Carrie best. And so that leads into focusing on style and not fashion. So when you're trying to curate your closet for being a well-dressed woman, you don't want to focus in on fashion. That's why they have coined the term fast fashion, because every few months something new is in fashion and you're trying to just keep up with this hamster wheel. No, you want to go ahead and select pieces that will just last years and years and years, and as you wear them you still get compliments on them, and it's not ever going to go out of style. Style is what you do with those fashions. When you take your pieces, put it together and make it your own. Each person should have their own personal style as opposed to going out and chasing fashion. Also, in being a well-dressed woman, you want to consider confidence. Confidence plays a huge key in how you feel about yourself, because when you're confident, it will show. So the way you wear your clothes, you can have a really nice outfit, but if you're slumped over, if you look sad, it will show. When you see a confident woman, you will notice that. You will do a double take and you'll say something like, "Who is that?" Because you want to know, like, wow, that lady is put together. Wow, she looks great. She's exuding confidence. So that's a huge part in how you put your look together. And then finally, etiquette and manners. You may not think that plays a part in being a classy, elegant, well-dressed person, but someone that actually has great manners and great etiquette will go a long way. And that doesn't mean knowing, okay, where does, the fork go, the knife go, the spoon. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about good manners. Knowing how to, treat people, just treating people kindly. Hey, would you like to have this seat? Standing up, giving your seat to an elder, things like that. Just proper manners and thinking and being thoughtful of others will go a long way. So now we're going to talk about some of the principles when you're out shopping. Some of the principles that I use when I'm purchasing my clothing. I am always trying to look for natural products, genuine products. And what I mean by that is, if it's cotton, if it's linen, if it's leather, if it's, some other plant-based item. I want to be as natural as possible because natural beauty is the best kind of beauty. When you look at things in their natural state, when you go outside and look at a tree that's a live tree, it's beautiful. So I try to buy natural whenever possible, and sometimes it's not possible to always buy natural. So if you're not going to buy a natural item, and I'm not necessarily talking about, leather or animals, if you're against buying, if you're vegan or something like that, there are other natural options out there. So I'm just talking about natural in the entire spectrum, whether you're plant-based, animal-based, or anything in between. Now, sometimes it's impossible to buy natural. When you're not buying natural, the next thing I say is make sure you buy something that is faux real, meaning it looks like the real thing. You don't want to purchase items that just look or scream fake, because that is a dead giveaway on what cheap looking items look like. Now let me define cheap. Just because something looks cheap does not mean that it was inexpensive. You can buy or purchase or use your money to purchase something that costs a lot, but it still looks cheap. So you definitely want to be able to make that distinction. So you want to buy things that look faux real. And I think I'm going to do an entire separate video on faux real and take you along and show you some examples of something that's real or fake, or just kind of see if you can guess what's real or fake, because that is a key component when shopping, knowing what to look for when you're trying to buy faux type items. My next tip is I usually try to find classic, timeless, simple pieces, usually in a solid color, because that way it gives me the most versatility when I'm trying to style my clothing, and then I just try to change things up with other accessories. So I punch up my look with accessories. If many of you have been watching me for a while, every year I do a back to school lookbook with my daughter where she shows her back to school clothing haul. And one of the principles I always share in those videos is whatever piece that you purchase, make sure that you can style it at least 3 ways. So for all the items that I have, I come up with 3 different combinations as to how I can use it before I actually purchase it. Because you don't really want a one-time item, because if you just buy a one-off item, you're kind of, wasting your money, because the cost per wear would be so exorbitant because you're only going to wear it a few times. When choosing handbags, if you don't have the wherewithal, the funds, or if you're trying to be a minimalist, you want to make sure that you choose a structured handbag. A structured handbag is going to give you the most posh or elevated look. There are so many different types of handbags out there, so if you want to experiment, I say go run the gamut. I have all types of handbags, but I can say the ones that are more structured are the ones that I get compliments, or people say, wow, you're classy, wow, that's elegant, wow, that's, regal or sophisticated. So having a structured handbag will, exude those qualities. Another thing that I look for when I am purchasing clothing is to look for double duty clothing. I'm always looking for double duty and multi-purposing for everything, because I want to get the most bang for my buck. And what I mean by that is collars that can come off, so you can convert like a, you know, jacket. You might have fur on it one day, you can pull the collar off and have a regular jacket. Or whether the jacket is lined, or if you had a, you know, a dickie or something like that, just to be able to change up the look with your outfit. Whether it's a reversible belt, you can turn the belt and have almost 2 belts for the price of 1. I'm always looking for double duty clothes. Another big tip of mine is to shop off season. I'm always shopping off season. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you've been watching my videos, while everybody's out there shopping for the next season, I'm going back and picking up those deals on what's left behind. And a lot of times my hauls, you know, are showing things that I picked up off season or a previous year. It's not always what's just coming out now. And unfortunately, a lot of times when I pick things up, people ask me, hey Carrie, where'd you get that? I usually can't leave links because most of the things I get are not being sold in the stores right now. I've purchased them years ago, or I've got them from consignment shops, or I've gotten them off season. And then another thing I do is always consider cost per wear when you're purchasing something. I tend to spend the most money on things that I know I'm going to use over and over and over and over again, because that way I get my value out of it. It always blows my mind. I can just use a bride as an example. When people are getting ready for their weddings and they're spending a ton of money, like, this is the only time, this is my perfect day, I want to go all out, I'm only going to be able to look like this one time. And so you're spending tons of money on those designer shoes and things like that. You're probably going to wear those shoes only once, and you're probably not going to wear them the entire day during the wedding, because your feet are going to hurt. Let's face it, most heels hurt. So you're going to wear those shoes for a couple of hours out of the day and put them aside. I would probably never spend a bunch of money on wedding shoes, but I would spend a good bit of money on an everyday work shoe, something that I'm going to use over and over and over again. I probably would have taken that extra money from my wedding, if I didn't buy expensive shoes, and put it towards something more meaningful that my guest would have remembered my wedding by. Because again, with that whole elegance and class, you're always thinking of others. And I think a wedding, in that example, is a celebration for others to come and, you know, watch you join your union. So you should be, again, taking care of your guest. So enough of me talking. I have this huge rack of clothing and accessories here behind me. I'm going to bring the camera over there, show you a few pieces that I've pulled, and then I'm going to show you some of the outfits that I put together at various price points. So here is our garment rack of clothing items that we will be going over. We'll be looking at some clothes and some accessories. So first, I'm going to start over here in the jacket section, or the coat section. And the reason I'm starting here is because one of the principles that I talked to you about was shopping off season, and now is the perfect time to pick up coats and jackets and things like that. And there's such a vast array on the type of coat that you can get. And what I would like to say is that if you are in need of just a coat, you don't have your basic coat, I would say go ahead and get something like a trench coat, because that would be the most versatile. You can wear that with, you know, your suit or dressed up for work. You can also make it casual. And that's one of the things when you're trying to look well dressed and put together, is the type of outerwear that you have. Your coat should match the rest of your outfit. So if you're dressed up, you should have a dressier coat. If you're dressed down, you should have on a jacket. Sometimes, you know, you'll see someone dressed up and then they'll put on like a college jacket or something like that with their college, you know, emblem, or windbreaker or something like that. So most of these jackets that I have here are all bought off season over several years, and none of them cost more than $50. Cost me more than $50, but they all were well into the over 100, 200, some 300 bucks. Now this coat right here I absolutely love, because it has like a little understated, elegant feel. It's made out of this kind of like, it has a brocade type of pattern. in it. You can see all of the embroidery, and it's just beautiful. It's very subtle. And what I also like about this coat, remember I told you about double duty? It has these buttons on the inside that's made for a faux fur collar. So when you're not trying to be too fancy, you'll just wear it like that. If you want to jazz it up, you will put on the faux fur collar. Now this is a collar that came with the coat. This is a black faux fur collar. And when I put the collar on, that is what the coat looks like. So that's if I'm going out to a more dressier or elegant event or fair, I can, you know, wear it like this, which I absolutely love. If I'm trying to be real extra, I can put the large faux fur collar on that. Here's, you know, the tip about buying faux stuff that looks faux real. When you're buying faux fur, you want to make sure that it mimics real fur, the natural fur that you would find on a real animal. So I would suggest actually looking at a real fur coat and seeing how that fur lays. And I really like this. If you zoom in, you can see that the fur has little black tips on them, and that goes perfectly with this coat. It just blends right in. And if I'm going to do something like a faux fur, I want it to be lush and beautiful. And also I'm going to stick to natural colors. Like you're not really going to see a red or fuchsia animal out in the wild. I would like to stick with something that I would naturally see, like the black faux fur or this one here, because then it will be timeless. I've had this faux fur stole for quite some years, you know, now, and it does not go out of style. So I wanted you to see what the coat looks like with the fur stole added to it. Can you see that? I kind of look like King Joffrey from Coming to America. You know, when he had that big old lion on his, you know, lion coat. I really, really like this. It looks very, very luxurious. And I just hope you guys could see that. And here it is with just the black fur collar that actually came with the coat. So I have a whole different look. And then if I take it off, this is what it looks like without any collar. And again, I would probably put a scarf or something underneath this because having this out does not look that great. Now another coat that looks really luxe are camel colored coats, and also coats that have like nice detailing on it. This is kind of like a military type style coat, but I love the buttons on this coat and all the little different you know, details on the coat. I love that you can bring it all the way up if it's cold outside. You know, it has the buttons up here around the neck, and this thing looks so sophisticated and lush. This is a waist length coat. So it stops at the waist. It's not, you know, very long. Now you're going to choose your coat based on your lifestyle and the climate that you live in. So if you are, you know, let's say in Florida, you're probably not going to need a wool military coat. So, you know, I'm just showing you some options that you can, you know, have and what looks really nice to me. You know, you may not like this style of coat, but I'll give you a few options. And then I like the back, the little details in the back of this coat as well. Love, love, love this coat. Now, if you don't need a heavy coat, but just need a jacket, again, jackets like this, something like this, if you don't already have a basic jacket, I would tend to go to with something that's plain, basic, and well-made, then going into something that actually have all of this pattern and design in it, because you're not going to get that versatility out of it. But if you're looking for something in addition to your basic pieces, I really liked this jacket. I picked it up from Nordstrom's a few years back, and the reason I'm sharing this is because I want to share with you how you build your style or a stylish wardrobe. It's not about fast fashion. You're going to build on pieces that you already had. So since I already had this for a couple of years, just recently The other day, I found these beautiful shoes right here, these beautiful kind of like booties, and I know they mimic the kind of like the waffle pattern in the jacket, so I'm bringing that texture down to my feet. Now this doesn't match exactly, but you don't have to match or be matchy-matchy. It has to be in the same family range, and I think this is a gorgeous combination. And since I have these shoes up here, let me talk a little bit about shoes. So when I'm selecting shoes, again, I told you I'm trying to look for everything that's natural. It's going to give that quality look. And these shoes I actually picked up from TJ Maxx, and they were perfectly priced at $16.99. And these shoes are genuine leather. You know, they're real leather. They are pliable, they are soft, and they feel comfortable. When I'm trying on a shoe, I want to make sure that when my toes come through the opening here, that it doesn't cut or feel uncomfortable. It's, you know, scratching or rubbing against my foot. So I, want to make sure that my shoes are comfortable. I am too old to be walking around trying to be cute in somebody's shoe, and I am miserable. I am definitely not the girl that believes in no pain, no gain. When it comes to my feet, I want to be comfortable, and I want to preserve the beauty of my feet, because I'm just saying my feet are really, really cute, and there is no shoe that's worth messing up my pretty feet. So these fit the bill. They were very comfortable. I like them because they have a thick, chunky heel. The heel is, sturdy, and it's not wobbly. I'm not going to fall over, and I can walk in these for a long, long time. Now, I looked these up online. I've actually seen this brand in DW Warehouse, and this brand, it's called Diba. They usually sell their shoes in DSW for about $49.99 to $69.99. So the $16.99 price range is really good. Sometimes TJ Maxx gets their compare at price off a little bit, because I have not seen these shoes for $22 anywhere. When I did a quick look up online, the price point was anywhere from $50 on up to over $100. So again, this will make a great, great neutral shoe. I like the way the zipper is on the side, so it's easy access to slip my foot in and out. So check out your local TJ Maxx. I just purchased these, within the last week, if you like this type of shoe. And another tip of mine, I don't buy shoes from very, very rarely buy shoes from like Target or someplace like that, because I think their shoes for the most part are very cheap and overpriced. For example, you can go into Target on any given day, and their full price for their shoes are going to run anywhere from $19.99 on up to $49.99, and you're going to just get some plastic type looking shoes. I've never seen real leather in Target being sold, and someone correct me if I'm wrong. And I just think you can get a better bang for your buck, more quality shoe, better brands than by shopping the discount store. So for full price, I didn't even get these on sale, it was $16.99. You won't beat the quality or the style in your places like Target if you're looking for affordable or cheap items. Another great basic jacket to have in your arsenal is a moto jacket. Now, mostly, moto jackets, you can get the black one, and that will go with a lot of different pieces. Here I have one that's in like this distressed brownish color, and I absolutely love it. It's a very versatile piece, and I think you guys saw me wearing this when I did one of my Thrift With Me consignment shop videos, and this has been around for several years. And this final jacket that I'm going to share is a jacket that I'm absolutely loving. This is like a winter white jacket. I think winter white is always very, very elegant, and again, this is not practical for everyday use. So if you don't have your basics, I would forgo something like this and get my basics. But I picked this up from Banana Republic several years ago, and this was originally $250, and I got this jacket for 50 bucks. And what I like about it is not only the color and the way it's made, but I just love little details like these toggle straps, and I just love like the horn detail on the buttons. They're just really, really, really nice. And I love that it, you know, can button all the way up if you need it to be warm. Close all the way up, you know, your neck, keep it warm. Or you can open a few of the buttons and wear it open. And I'm going to share with you how I styled this coat. That's going to be one of my outfits that I pulled together on a budget. And one of the ways that you can look very chic, well put together, and classy, it's just by dressing monochromatic. And I did a monochromatic look with all winter white. So let's take a look at that outfit. So let's start with the coat. The coat was $50, and that was from Banana Republic. The wide leg trousers, the winter white wide leg trousers, were $27, and these were from Dillard's. The white turtleneck was from TJ Maxx, and that was $13. The shoes were from Nine West, and those were $17 on clearance. My sunglasses were $7, and those were from TJ Maxx. The bracelet that I'm wearing is $10. I can't remember where that's from because I had it for so many years. And my earrings are $1, and they are from Walmart. The purse that I'm carrying, or slash work bag, it's bigger than a purse, it's a kind of like a work bag. That work bag is $150. So my complete look, excluding the work bag, was $125. And if you include the work bag, that's a $275 look. Now, had I not purchased all of those items for that ensemble on clearance, I would have paid $890 for the complete outfit. So spending $275 for the outfit is, you know, a great price point for me for a nice professional look. You might be thinking, very Carrie, that's not budget friendly. $275 for an outfit. That's way out of my price range. Now again, we're going to look at this ensemble. You're not going to only wear this piece once. This white turtleneck that was $12 is interchangeable with lots of things. These white wide leg trousers, you can wear them with multiple pieces. Now, the only thing that, you know, was a bit pricey to drive the cost up was this coat, which, you know, at $50 for a $250 coat is a great deal. Is a great steal. But if you don't have your basics, I would not suggest spending $50 on a specialty coat. Spending $50 on a coat that you would wear every single day is a great price point for someone that's in the market for a coat. And then also $150 for a leather work tote. If you're going to carry that work tote, you know, every day to work, $150 for a great sturdy work bag is a great price. So those are the two items that drove up the cost of that outfit, but you can always scale it back by nixing the work tote and carrying a bag that is, you know, much less expensive. And also, again, a coat, you can pick a different type of coat, but I don't know if you're going to get the same quality for $50. So here is a great work jacket that I found, and again, this gives you that Chanel-esque type of feel. It's that tweed type of jacket, and I just love this look. Now, this jacket retails for $159, and I've seen this jacket in places like Macy's and Dillard's, and I picked this jacket up actually from Burlington on clearance. And look at that price, $16.99. This is marked down to $16.99. This is a beautiful jacket, and it will go really nicely with those work pants that I showed you, those off-white winter white work pants. That will make a fabulous work suit combination. And then also this jacket would look really nice with a pair of jeans and a little camisole underneath to, you know, go out on a date or a girl's day out. It's just beautiful. And I am in the process of transitioning, as you know, I'm losing weight. I'm trying to, you know, get my weight down, but I don't want to spend a lot on recreating a wardrobe when I'm only going to be in that particular clothing for a couple of months at a time, but I still want to look really nice. So $16.99 for a beautiful tweed suit is my type of price. Keeping in line with that Chanel tweed type of look, this beautiful tweed skirt here, it has a couple of little sparkly flecks in it. I picked this up on clearance as well for 20 bucks from Dillard's. And what I would like to say is, as I'm shopping off-season clearance, I'm trying to make my clothes go through a couple of seasons, especially since I'm trying to lose weight. I want to make sure that it can carry over into a couple of seasons. So since this, is kind of like a tweed skirt, it's considered winter and they're clearing it out. But because of the colors, these light blush colors, the light golds and the creams, this will be a perfect spring color. So this skirt would, work perfectly transitioning from winter to spring. So I absolutely love this, and it just looks rich and lush. That tweed fabric is a great fabric, and it has a nice lining inside, so it hangs nicely on my body. So now let's talk about those outfits that do double duty. Here is a one-button navy blue blazer, and this is kind of like, I wouldn't say a dupe, because Veronica Beard isn't the only person, or nor do I believe she's the first person to actually make Dickie type blazers or shirts. And what a Dickie or a removable or detachable hoodie or lining is, it's where you can take out the hoodie. It looks like you have 2 layers on, but you really don't. You can remove it and just make it a blazer. And this type of look is perfect for those plus size girls like myself, because a lot of times I love the layered look, but when you're a bigger girl, if you're bigger chested or big all over, you start layering on a bunch of pieces, it bulks you up and makes you look bigger. So this is great because you have the look of layers, but you really don't add the bulkiness to your body. This combination in one of my videos, I think it was one of the Go Thrifting With Me video, I had this on with a white shirt, and that's a more laid back look when you wear it like that. And then I'm going to show you an outfit. I bought this blazer in both navy blue and the black version, and I'm going to show you an outfit that I put together where I removed the hoodie on the inside and I used the black blazer. And by the way, this combination here I got on clearance at TJ Maxx. It's by Cynthia Raleigh, and I paid $28 for this jacket, and this normally retails for $75. So let me show you the outfit that I put together using this jacket. So the blazer was $28. The boots, I got those on clearance years ago from Nordstrom. Those were $50. My earrings are from Walmart. They were $1. The scarf is from Ross, and that was $7. The white button-down shirt is from J. Crew Outlet, and that was $10. And the jeans are from Walmart. They were $7. My belt is from Burlington. It was $20. My purse was from TJ Maxx, and it was $50. My sunglasses are from TJ Maxx, and those were $7. So this entire ensemble, as is $180. Now the retail value, if I did not purchase all of these items on clearance or on sale, would have cost $541. Now you might be saying again, very Carrie, here you go with another $180 outfit. What's the deal? I thought this was supposed to be a budget-friendly video. And again, $180 for an entire outfit from head to toe is really not that unreasonable. And again, you'll be using these pieces throughout your wardrobe to mix and match. That's why I say look at cost per wear, and to come up with 3 different outfits that you can make using each piece individually. So I'm going to take this $180 outfit as is that was shown in the example, and I'm going to drop the price, reconstruct it, and make it $62, and then also show you a $90 option of the exact same outfit. So what am I going to do? The first thing I'm going to do with that outfit is nix the sunglasses. The sunglasses are an accessory. I need the sunglasses because I wear contacts, and when I'm driving, the sun bothers my eyes. So I do have to have a pair of shades. But if you do not need to wear sunglasses and you're just using them for an accessory, I would nix the sunglasses, so that will shave off $7 from our budget. I would swap out our belt. As you can see in the example, I had this belt on, and this was 20 bucks. I would swap it out for this belt, you know, a thinner belt. This one is still a beautiful belt. I love this little channel that you stick the belt, you know, the belt in through, and it's a beautiful belt. And this is only $7. So instead of $20, I would wear this $7 belt with the outfit. The next thing I would do in order to make that outfit more cost effective, I would swap out the leather riding boots. And again, kind of don't pay attention to these boots. I was wearing them yesterday and they got a little bit messed up walking through the elements. But I would swap out the boots. Those were $50 for these beautiful leather mules. Now, you may not be a mule person, but I do like these nice little mules, and they're by the brand Seychelles, and that's a very good brand. I got these for 20 bucks on clearance, and these typically run, you know, a little over 100 bucks. And I love the tassels on this. So the tassels are suede and the rest of the shoe is leather. So these are $20, so I saved $30 right there. And I would also swap out my purse. This is the purse that was in the original outfit, and that was $50. And I would swap it out for this beautiful suede purse. And this purse is $9.99 from TJ Maxx. And as you can see, it, you know, it really does not compromise the outfit. We're still sticking in with a black purse. And actually, this purse looks really good with these boots. Didn't even realize that. See, I'm just creating an outfit on the fly. Look at the boots. The boots have that beautiful antiqued gold hardware. This has the exact same thing. I will be pairing these together in some sort of outfit as well. And that will be another look for less. So now I've shaved off, this was $50, this was $10, so I shaved off another $40. I shaved off, these were $50, these were $20, I shaved off $30 from that. Now, one of my viewers challenged me in the comments to put together an entire look for $40, and for me, that was very, very hard because, again, I'm going to give you the entire look. So I tried my best to honor that request. And so, again, here I start off with my dollar Walmart earrings. I have this beautiful, if I could zoom in, necklace from Walmart. This was $2.88. My blouse was $10. My skinny jeans were $15, and my bracelet, so you can look, it's kind of like a chain antique looking bracelet. This was $6. And then my shoes, I just have on some thong sandals that I picked up on clearance from Target for $6. These are faux leather sandals. And so today's outfit, complete outfit, was $41. So it was $1 over budget from what was requested. But again, I'm missing two key elements that I know I would have to have in order to make this a complete outfit for me. And that is my purse. And so I would carry this beautiful purse right here. It's a really nice, sturdy leather purse. I've carried this for years, and this is a great, great leather purse. It's by the brand Fossil, and I absolutely love Fossil. Some people probably think, oh, Fossil, that's so old-fashioned. But I love, love, love the brand Fossil. They make some good, sturdy leather goods. And so I would carry this beautiful crossbody. I got this on clearance for 30 bucks. This originally retailed for, I think, $195. And then I would also need my sunglasses. You guys, as I've explained, I wear contacts and I need to have sunglasses on when I'm driving. So this would complete my outfit. So I would add to my $41 a $30 purse, and I can't help it. I can't rock cheap looking purses. I have to have a decent quality looking purse. So that $30 added to my $41 would make it $71, and these $7 frames would make my outfit $78. So guys, I'm going to end this video right here because it's getting way too long, but I have so much more that I want to talk about. There's so many more subjects that I want to cover in this area, but let me know if this video was helpful. Did you find it useful? And also, if you would like these types of videos to continue, I have so much that I want to share, but I only want to share if it's something that you guys want to know more about. So leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this type of content and what would you like to see next in terms of a fashion type video. And until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.